Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nastygram RPG podcast. This is the Monster of the Week, Truffle in Paradise, Part 2.
Feeling it too hard is the poison to the heart of a sick.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your keeper, John. Joining me are...
Hey, this is Jake, and I'm playing Trent Morello, the Spooky.
Hey, it's Ryan. I'm playing Ken Wiley, the expert saucier who is so hopped up on fungicides that he doesn't even know what's happening.
Hey, this is Devin. I am playing Barry Bergeron, vegetarian.
And Matt playing Anthony Scholes, CDC, and The Chosen.
All right. Last we left you guys, you were standing over the corpse of a bloodhound shot in the head, laying up against a tree with a huge tumor-like growth on the back of its hindquarters that appears to be a truffle with these mycelium strands falling alongside it. Cut to the next morning.
Did we find any alcohol in the house?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Cool.
There's a wine cellar
All right.
with some pretty old wine.
Chateau Picard.
Mm-hmm.
Barry is making eggs in the morning and a little salt, a little pepper, and that's it. Maybe there's some, if there's any other meat, maybe some pork belly, some big, thick cut.
You want to eat the meat? Just kidding.
The meat is more well done than what what you would expect. But the eggs are great. They taste just like Barry's eggs. And he has this grim look as he serves you food. He's very, he as he's cooking, he has the shotgun still slung around his back. And he's like, all right, fellas, eat up. I don't know if this is our last meal, but might as well enjoy it.
This is my fucking last meal. Just shoot me now.
Barry ignores the chef. He looks at Ken with that look. Like,
Open up a bottle of wine.
Yeah, Barry, listen, I very recently I was in the jaws of a mantis shrimp. Have you ever seen a mantis shrimp?
I'll do Discovery Channel, yeah.
Yeah. It's but like picture that, but like 40 feet long. And it was I don't want to say trying to eat me. It was more like making out with me, but it still hurt a lot. So basically, I'm feeling okay here. I'm like, I feel like this might be all right.
How long you been on that fungicide, brother?
For a very long time.
Okay.
Hey, our sommelier says this is like one of the best bottles of wine. I mean, he's talked about wanting to get it at Ouroboros. So I figured if this is our last meal, might as well drink well. I'll start pouring out glasses of wine. So as I'm drinking, I say, I'm thinking I'm going to eat that mushroom this morning. Is that cool with you guys?
What?
The one that was growing on the steak?
No. No.
I told you, fucking Expo, they eat goddamn trash.
You're going to end up like that dog if that goes the wrong way,
No,
brother.
it's all good. I've eaten way worse.
You should see some of the mushrooms he's had. They're really fucked up mushrooms. He grows them himself too, and it's like weird little loft shit. Like he's got like glow lights and shit like that.
Man, you restaurant motherfuckers are crazy, man.
Really into the mushrooms.
You guys are nuts.
How you think this is going to fucking help?
I mean, you ain't my kid, but
Look, Barry, you've never really been out in the field with us before, but I got worse shit in my body than that mushroom. I've got dark shit in me that will destroy whatever that mushroom has in it. But
Kid's so dark.
Guy reads one Sandman comic.
Hey,
but I'll tell you what, if it works, I'll be part of it, at least for a minute.
talk to me when you got 3 ex-wives are entitled to 150% of your salary, kid. All right.
Man, these kids watch too much anime these days. Hey, your body, man, your choice. Am I right?
Hell yeah.
All right, well, fucking here you go.
After we finish breakfast, I like clear off the dining room table, and I get like a mortar and pestle out of the kitchen, and I crush the mushroom up, and I take out a butterfly knife and cut my finger and add the blood, and I start chanting something in a language that no one has ever heard before.
Is it leet speak?
It's infernal.
God damn.
And then I like kneel on the table and I drink it.
This is all very strange. Barry has this look of bewilderment and fear.
Hey, Chef Tony, this kid might be darker than I thought he was.
There's a lot of show. They put a lot of show into it.
I am using tune in. And before the spirit sort of takes me, I say, your whole fucking industry is just a show. It's all just theater, right? That's what we do.
Disposable temporary art. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's what you like, right? Destruction. That's what they do. We make beauty and they destroy it. It all turns to shit in the end, Trent. Remember that.
His words sort of start to sound like distant to me as I leave my body. I'm using Tune In. You can attune your mind to a monster or minion. Roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 and 9, hold 1. On a miss, the monster becomes aware of you.
Okay.
And I can spend them to ask questions.
Very cool ability.
I got a 9 plus 2, so an 11.
All right. Ask questions. Ask away.
So what did I say? That got me on a 10 plus, hold 3. All right. So
In Monster of the Week, correct me, I played one time. Hold means that you don't have to spend them right away, but you have them as long as it's relevant.
Within like the scene, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Like one of his could be like maybe later down the line when you're doing something, you hold on to it and like
Until we learn some more information, then it can be like
a flashback or something happens to him that
So right now, I'm just going to ask, what is it planning to do right now?
the creature that you ate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
the monster. Yeah, I don't know.
it's
I
going
don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what it is. Yeah.
It's going to infiltrate your basal splanchnic ganglia.
The sounds of Tony talking fade away, and you find yourself in this darkness. Can't see, you can't hear. You are stretching your arms out as wide as you can get them, and you are saying, "Where are you, Mother? Where are you?" You're stumbling through the darkness, looking.
Trent is also saying this as he kind of stretches his arms out on the table. He says, "Where are you, Mother? Mother, where are you?"
I can't find you. I'm feeling so cold. So, what? Any other questions you want to ask it?
I try to focus on that environment, and I want to know, where is the creature right now? Kind of abstract, maybe.
No, it's fine. You have this feeling. You're kind of flashing between being Trent and being this, whatever this is. That it is trying to reattach itself to something. It is trying to go to the forest. It says, "I know you are out there on the hill. Just reach out. Just reach out."
I'm saying all of this out loud.
Barry's going to go and he's going to grab Trent like under the arms. He's going to loop his arms and he's going to bring him outside that back door.
Yep.
And he's going to set him on the ground and take his hands and put his hands into the dirt.
Okay.
Ken's going to take, he's going to try to find Trent's phone and call his mom.
For like a hookup, or
Because he's hears him looking for his mom. So
I'll gladly roleplay Trent's mom. If you want to make that phone call.
Copies her number in his phone.
is there another question you want to ask it while you're in this? Because you got 3, right?
How
Now that you're touching, you can you feel like something is. You feel like like 2 hands coming together. You feel the heat between those 2 hands. They aren't touching, but you can feel something else on the other side reaching out to you.
I'm going to ask how can I get its attention, or how can I attract it?
Join us. Be with us. Be one. We are all happy here. Come with me to Mother. And then you snap out of it. Your hands are dug into the ground, like your fingernails are in the ground.
I start vomiting this like black ichor.
I said, call mom. Mom.
Asking for like a fingerprint.
Just give me his hand. We can.
Yeah.
Barry's rubbing your back as you vomit.
Fuck, guys.
Ken tries to grab your hand.
This is really fucking bad, guys. Ken was right.
Call mom.
2 days in a row. That's like a sign of the apocalypse, right?
What?
Yeah, you might be right.
What was
Shit.
that? What was that, kid?
It's out there. It's
Where?
Trent, you look down at the holes that your fingers dug in, and you see a strand of mycelium grow out and then kind of wither in the sun.
I say it's everywhere. Just like Ken said, it's everywhere.
Hey, you guys should watch the documentaries Bobby talks about too. They're really informative, and they put you to sleep really fast.
Humans share 99% of their DNA with fungus.
Shit. I probably shouldn't have taken that much fungicide.
I don't think it works that way. Fuck.
I'm probably not even human anymore. What am I now, Barry?
Tell me.
You're a disgusting motherfucker. That's what you are.
Well, we knew that from the get-go.
I guess it's kind of everywhere, and I think it wants to get back the parts that get cut off. They want to get back to the mother.
Oh, yeah. Here, you might be subject to roaming charges, but here you go, kid. It's your mom.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I walk away talking on the phone. I know it's late. Well, I'm in France, so there's a time difference. I forgot. I just kind of walk away.
So,
Is the dog still there?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think this kid's saying? You think fucking burn this shit to the ground?
Brother, it's in the ground.
So burn the ground? What's the mother? Wiley,
Isn't that
any of your fucking
I get off the
books?
phone. I say, isn't that like the shit in vinegar?
Yes, it is.
Like when Guy Croissant makes a sourdough. He's had the same loaf for 250 years now, he says.
Probably, yeah.
It's the best fucking sourdough starter I've ever had in my life. We really lucked into that.
I changed my route to show up in the morning so I can grab one of them croissants.
It's truly a miracle that it was completely unharmed in the fire. That killed him and destroyed the building. But, hey.
Why does he make croissants on a Monday when you're closed on Mondays? I always wondered that.
He makes croissants every day.
He's a man of routine.
Most of the time, he'll try to carry them out of the kitchen, and he walks into the wall, and just the entire tray slams into the wall and hits the floor. We still serve them, but
no, we fucking don't. You better not be fucking.
He must
serving
be
those.
a fucking nightmare
Barry,
to our
he's fine.
food cost.
It's just butter and
It's flour, butter, and salt. It doesn't really cost as much.
what are you guys doing?
Man, I don't like it, but
I couldn't really pinpoint where it was, like a hill or something. I don't know. I don't know shit about mushrooms or fungus, do they have like a heart? Do they have like a core? Is there the mother? Like, it seems like it was trying to get back to its hole. Like it was separated and it was trying to get back.
You get a sense of direction from it.
Towards the hills, the forest that it's on.
I point that direction. I see. The other thing is, if it's in the forest, and we found it underground, I don't know. Mushrooms don't do good in sunlight, right?
No, darkness.
And now that you see the dog carcass in the sun, it's been sitting out here for a couple days. It is like the truffle on the back is desiccated and dried, and the corpse itself is starting to become like sunken.
I mean, even your truffles, the ones we've picked up off the ground, the ones that were outside were fucked.
Does Forrest have a tool shed, utility shed?
Yeah.
I want to maybe we don't have to find this thing. Maybe we can get its attention another way. He's gonna walk over to the tool shed. Maybe, does he have like chainsaw?
Yeah, any reasonable tool you think on a farm.
Grabs it, checks to see if there's gas in it. Maybe fills it up. Says maybe we can make enough noise that bring this thing out. If it really is trying to reach out, if it is if
I don't know if
this thing is sentient in any way, we can spook it just like any old beast.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's. I think it's kind of everywhere, though. I don't think it really like walks around.
Yeah, but you said mother, and it's towards the forest, right?
Yeah.
Try this then. He'll pass out a couple shovels, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A hoe, like a pick,
Yep.
stuff like that, and he'll just start distributing some of these tools. Man, if this thing is underground, we got to get to it. Where did everyone go, though? I need to imagine that Forrest and his family is still safe somewhere.
Whatever I saw, I think it was just a part of a whole. I think that everything, that gets infected by this thing, they're just compelled to go into the forest. I think look, you were talking about those like funguses that like take over fucking, ants and shit, right?
Fungi.
Don't they make them like, don't they compel them to do things like to go back to the mother? Something like that?
I mean, I seen in one of them David Attenborough specials that makes them like climb up to the top of a grass and shit, and then a mushroom grows out the top of the head and spreads spores and infects the others. Fucking the parasitic mushrooms and shit like that. I think these are parasitic truffles.
Maybe it's kind of like that, but maybe instead of climbing a tree, it just wants the meat to come back to it so it can eat it.
All right, well, so
Man.
all
Right?
the more reason to in the forest. If that's where everything is going, that's where the answer's gonna lie. And if sunlight hurts it, maybe that fucking chainsaw's not a bad idea. Maybe we can cut some trees down and let some sunlight if this thing is hiding in a dark forest or something.
I think that's a good idea.
Maybe some gasoline, we could just burn the forest down. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just options. We like to keep our options open.
Mr. Wiley, you want to take this there chainsaw?
No. Don't you fucking trust him with that shit. You give that to me.
All right. Yes, chef.
I got my torch, and I got my bag of juju over here, so I'm good. This is so full of fungicide, and it might not look like much, but
It smells like fungicide and Old Bay.
Exactly. It's it's not a traditional flavoring for mushroom, but I reused the cheesecloth, so what you're gonna do.
While they're
That's
talking,
gross.
I go to the car and I get my guitar case.
Okay.
I'm bringing it with me.
All right. On this fucking walk through the forest,
You see Trent walk out and
What?
walk back in with a guitar case.
Are you El Mariachi or something?
Look, I know I was really fucking drunk last night, but I'm working on this metal cover.
Oh.
holy fuck.
Dude,
Acoustic
I
metal
thought-
cover.
I thought it was gonna be like Banderas, and he was gonna have like all kinds of fucking cool guns and shit in there.
Who?
Oh fuck!
It's not worth the time. We got to just fucking focus. Okay?
Kid watches Stranger Things, thinks he's a guitarist now.
Yeah, Eddie. What do you want to bring on your journey into the forest from the shed specifically?
So he'll hand off the chainsaw to Chef Tony. I think he's got his hunting rifle, and then in the duffel bag he'll bring the shotgun, a couple of like trowels, like smaller things, and then he'll help other people find if they want to bring like shovels or picks. Maybe if he has like I think maybe he brings like a small shovel, like a spade or something if he has it.
Okay.
And then maybe a can of gasoline.
Cool. Anyone else grabbing anything?
Chef Tony's also grabbing some pruning shears.
Okay.
Nice.
Ken?
I'll take a pick to go along with my my array of death.
Is there any Roundup in there? Grab a container of Roundup with the pump and spray.
Sure.
When he comes out with the Roundup, I look at Anthony and I say, and I point at the Roundup and I say,
You're right.
I just kind of shrug.
Definitely not
disappointed
fucking
too, brother.
organic.
Nope.
Blow the whistle on this shit.
Man, Monsanto don't give no shit, brother.
We start walking out to the forest.
Yeah, you gather your equipment, your gasoline, Roundup, chainsaw, pick, shovels, all kinds of crazy stuff, and head into the forest. The backside of this property is like this grassy field that leads up to a hedgerow, and you definitely see grass kind of patted down where things are dragged through this kind of prairie area, and then just hedgerows like torn asunder as stuff kind of got dragged or pulled through into the forest. The first bit of this forest is light, not much undergrowth, and a couple of younger trees, and you start hiking up the hill.
Hey, kid. Sorry to break it to you, but whatever came here did not go willingly. This thing I saw that thing come reach up at your finger this morning. Man, I got the worst feeling that these things just got scooped up, pulled in like a spaghetti being wound around a fork.
What about the dog, though? I mean, it was like growing off of it.
I don't know, maybe we got one big truffle, got some little truffles. Who knows what they were doing in that downstairs? Maybe there's more than one. Maybe one already made its way across the drink.
Maybe that thing that was growing on its leg. I mean, maybe it's what's dragging it.
Maybe
Like-
it makes that connection.
It's you're still you, and you can still try to fight it, but it's like just bursts out of your body and tries to drag you. That is so fucking metal.
Like a face hugger.
Yeah.
The further you climb up this hill, the darker it gets as the canopy kind of closes in on you. You see, it's not hard to follow some of the signs of whatever happened, whatever came through here. It wasn't trying to hide any tracks. There's broken trees, branches, bushes that are like torn out. The ground has been disturbed, obviously, all heading into what looks like a bit of a valley in this hill. So it kind of climbs up. There's these two spines, and whatever it is kind of nestled in the middle of those two spines. You can kind of feel the oppressive closeness now of the forest. Your lines of sight are being more and more blocked. And there is a bit of a mist, kind of a dense fog on the bottom layer, kind of trickling into this this valley on the hill.
Pull a handkerchief over my face. Man, I don't like the smell of this fog.
It's good conditions, moisture. It's what fucking mushrooms like. Darkness. This be a good holdout, I guess.
Barry will pop another antifungal.
I got plenty of cruise control in my bag here. If you rub it on your gums, it's probably the best way to get into the bloodstream pretty quickly.
Little snort, little toot, Never hurt nobody.
I said, can I get some of that?
Yeah. Here you go.
What is it? Like a jar or
It's like a
in a
vial
Ziploc
of
bag.
powder. Yeah.
a vial of powder?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like when he opens his his hard rolling suitcase, which he's bringing up the hill with him. It's all on the inside of the front of it. There's like a space for. He's got like 10 vials of it, just all lined up. Yeah.
I put the vial in my pocket.
I'll take some of that too. Jesus.
There you go.
I don't consume the homemade antiviral medication.
Not yet.
As you're making your way through, louder and more acute this time is that grumble. The earth shakes beneath you, and you hear kind of all throughout your body and your bones this rumble.
What do we do, Chef?
That is unnerving. Shit. I guess we figure out what the fuck it is quietly.
Barry's going to pull out the spade. He's going to start moving some of the earth, some of the topsoil.
Yep.
And he's looking for any of that mycelium.
Doesn't take long for you to find a couple strands. As you break into them, they kind of cut in half, and one side starts to regrow. Kind of one part comes out into the air, and then kind of stops, and another part goes back down to the ground, continues growing out. It's not like lightning fast, but it is unnervingly quick for a plant to grow that fast.
I think we're close.
Anyone want to read a bad situation?
Yeah.
And anyone want to help out?
I ain't too sharp. I'll help out. So Barry will use the spade, and he'll try to uncover more.
Yep. Well, cool.
Who's reading?
I will.
I think Chef.
The leader.
I got an 8 for help out.
Okay.
So that's I rolled a 5 plus 1 is 6 plus the 1 for the help out is 7.
Teamwork, bro.
Just barely.
Scooching by.
So you get hold 1. So you can ask one of the following questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? Well, the last one probably doesn't. I don't know.
The victims are us. You don't have to lie.
Yeah. As you are uncovering that mycelium, Barry, you're trying to help plot this whatever is around, and you take your hand spade, your smaller spade, and try to uncover stuff. And one of you weren't really paying attention. He was talking, and one of them gets on your arm, starts to wrap around your wrist.
Oh God!
And up your arm.
Chef, kid, fucking can help.
I light up the torch, and this might hurt a little bit.
You burn at the root where it's coming from. Yeah. You feel some heat, but otherwise you're unscathed. And whatever was wrapping around your arm kind of falls off.
Flings his arm fuck.
I would stomp that shit.
Yeah, stop fucking digging around and playing with it. Stop touching things. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, let me look around and see if there's anything I haven't noticed yet. Any dangers that I haven't noticed?
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Okay.
Dangers you haven't noticed. You are thinking about that dog. And you're kind of looking around. You see this, you see Ken burn off that mycelium from Barry. And then you look back up, and you you see another corpse, like covered in leaves, but laying face down. And you step over to it. It's not moving. You can see like popping out of the leaves, that bulbous tumor-like thing out of its shoulder, and its hand is out. It's a human, and its hand is like splayed out on the ground, and in front of it is a kitchen knife, and there's blood on the kitchen knife. It looks like the dog, where it's not quite as desiccated because it hasn't been in the sun, but it does look like it's also been shrunken a little bit. And that also has a bullet, like a couple bullet wounds in it.
So this has been shot as well.
Yeah, and the mycelium is kind of cut off of it. It's like hanging off and into the leaves.
All right, well, here's another one. Same as the dog. Just stop fucking touching this shit. Digging around. That seems to be real bad.
You all see the same sight.
Now, what kind of knife?
A kitchen knife, a nice kitchen knife. Actually matches one of the sets that was in the kitchen.
Pick it up and throw it in my knife roll.
It's covered in blood.
Nice.
That's fine. Blood washes off.
Yep.
Wipes off in his pants.
No, I don't dirty my pants for that. No.
Is this Forest Lavoisier by any chance?
No.
Okay.
How
are they dressed? Yeah, are they dressed?
They're dressed like a cook.
Okay.
A chef. Yeah. Like a personal chef.
Well, whoever this was, I don't know, maybe can chase by? He fucking cut somebody up with that knife. Or something. Before he got shut down.
He'll use the spade. He'll just look around. Is this body connected still?
Nope.
Okay.
It's disconnected. And as you kind of move some of the dirt and debris around, it looks like the body has shrunken.
Man. Well, if we're looking for the hub of this thing, I think we're heading in the right direction. Pulls out the shotgun. Let's keep on moving before any of these fellas decide to wake up.
As we're walking, Trent says, you think that shotgun's gonna do anything?
Well, I don't know what it does against mushrooms, but I know what it does against meat.
Also, if that body back there was shot, that means Forrester at least made it this far and was sentient, conscious. Unless you think this mycelium-controlled things can use a fucking shotgun.
I don't know. 2 rounds. Found 2 shells out on the porch. Man, this might have been what dragged him out. I don't know.
Well,
Kid, I'm still confused about how you're going to serenade these things to death. But
well, I mean, that's human blood on the knife, right?
Maybe. Could be a pig, dog.
All right.
Just keep your eyes open, all right? Prints, broken branches, drag marks, anything.
does it look like anything large? So how are these forests? Is it like dense?
Fairly dense. Most of it is canopy because of the old trees that are covering this like overlapping canopies. So there's a lot of very large and old gnarled trees. Not a ton of underbrush here. It's fairly open, but yeah.
Does this mycelium grow up the trees, or does it seem to only be?
It only seems to be in the ground. Yeah.
Oh, it's right. When it's in the sun, it sort of shrivels.
Yeah.
Watch your step. I'll tell you that.
All right, carry on. We continue.
All right. You continue for a little while. It gets fairly dark in the deep forest. You all stop. Barry puts his hand up. You all kind of duck down. Barry, you could have swore you saw some movement ahead. There's a couple trees that kind of keyhole this kind of a glade area. Not huge, and it's covered by this gigantic tree, this old gnarled oak tree. but you think you saw movement at the base of it. It's kind of dark, and the dense fog has really rolled in now.
Chef, might want to think about firing that up pretty soon. Saw something down by that tree there, close to the ground.
Yeah. Tony will start looking around and seeing if there are any trees that look like he could take down and open up any space in the canopy around this thing.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 large oak trees that are providing most of the canopy to the entrance to this glade. The glade itself is mostly covered by that old, giant old tree, which would take some doing to cut down. But these you could probably do in somewhat reasonable amount of time. They're still pretty large oak trees themselves. So maybe 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Anything other than oak trees around? I think Tony wouldn't want to cut down oaks because it's going to affect the truffle supply.
God damn.
Yeah, there's some, I guess,
Beech, birch.
yeah, I didn't consider the, yeah, there's beech and
You didn't write notes on exactly
what kind of trees
what
there
kind
are
of
in
trees were here.
France.
It's a deciduous forest, right? I mean, there's got to be more
Yeah.
than just oak
You-
trees. Some maples,
yeah,
maybe?
There's some maples and beech trees, yeah. Primarily, a lot of the cover is from these large oak trees. But, yeah, the beech and maple trees do provide some.
Look, when I did that before, I was trying to figure out where it was, and it was like I was like reaching out, right? But I couldn't tell where I was, but I think that's because it's not really, it's everywhere. It's reaching out everywhere. I don't know if we just cut down some trees, it's going to kill the whole thing. It's just going to make part of it wither, but we gotta get at the core. If we're going to cut a fucking tree down, it's going to be that one. And I point to that tree.
You got any other fucking chainsaws, kid? Or axes? Besides that stupid fucking case?
Look, maybe we just need to buy you enough time to cut it down.
Holy fuck. Cutting that
Barry
thing
swaps
down
out the.
could destroy the entire truffle ecosystem of this area. Do you understand how catastrophic that would be?
Hey,
Well, I mean, we don't look, whatever this thing is, if we kill it, that might destroy the truffles too. That could be where they're coming from.
yeah. That's a good point, kid. Chef Tony, hear me out here. Maybe there's a way we can talk to this thing instead of kill it, and maybe if we keep bringing it meat, it'll give us truffles, and we won't have to pay for those truffles because we're giving it meat, and so then we got a really good supply, but without paying any money for it.
Little forest of horrors.
Just think, just throw it out there.
That's
And
not
we know a guy with lots of meat here. Would you like a truffle farm too, Barry? Just throwing it out there.
I underestimated you, dude.
Hey, you don't get this far in the business. Well, I'm a survivor. I've been here for a long time.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, can you fucking talk to mushrooms?
Do they speak French?
It probably speaks French. So that means I'll probably need your help. But yeah, I think I could.
Do you want to sing some French songs for the mushrooms?
No, we're not going to fucking sing to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
But you're right. It probably speaks French.
Well, you're up, kid. Go for it.
We're going to need that antifungal stuff because we're going to make a summoning circle and we need to make sure that we're safe.
All right, I got my whole supply here. This was supposed to be for 5, maybe 6 Carnival cruises, but I think it's worth it for this. So
Barry swaps out the shotgun for the roundup.
John,
Yep.
you might want to put some of this in the shells, Barry.
Can
just,
we-
just throw it out there?
use magic to communicate with something that you do not share language with.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Have to see where this goes.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do a little magic ritual, I think. We're using magic.
What do you mean, weed, brother?
Well, that depends on John, do you have use magic up or do you have it handy? So the way this works is you get to say what additional requirements there are in the form of glitches, I believe.
Oh, I thought I did.
I have it right here if you want. I'm assuming this is what Ryan was going for.
What are you trying to do?
The effect is communicate with something that you do not share a language with.
Okay.
Yep. I think what I'm trying to do is I am going to make like a circle, basically, like an arcane circle with the antifungal cream.
Yeah, we spread the current
Powder.
we spread cruise control powder all around us.
And kind of dig out a little burrow in the middle and allow that stuff to start growing up. And then I'm going to basically let it connect to me and talk through me to the rest of the to the rest of them.
Barry will help dig in the hole. And he'll give you a piece of that pork belly from breakfast, just in case you need this.
Yeah, I mean, it'll require some level of ritual chanting because that's what you're doing.
I
and
assume it will have a problematic side effect.
Yes, it will definitely have a problematic side effect. And it'll take about 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to roll use magic?
Yep.
Can I get an assist from?
Was it plus weird?
Can I get an assist from Ken?
Oh, assist is
or
plus cool.
Help out.
Plus one.
You can use plus weird actually, Ken.
Oh, it's the same.
Okay.
So I got 7 to assists.
Okay.
I got a 8 plus 2, so a 10. So that makes an 11 with the assist.
Noise.
All right. You draw this circle and kind of dig a hole. Put your hand into the hole, and you're chanting and letting that mycelium cover your hand. And you start speaking out, saying, more. You will join me. You. Yes, you. His eyes look up at you, Ken. You. A tough one, but you will make a fine prize.
Hey, listen, I'm all gristle, but we can provide you with some rare meats. Wink, wink.
It's trademarked.
Be trademark, yeah. If you want to play nice.
You've already brought me what I need.
What is that? Because he works for me. So you want him, you gotta fucking come through me first. I don't deal with fucking poachers. Okay?
Just offer more than minimum wage.
Wait, he's getting paid?
He's a survivor, man.
No. I want you all. You will join me.
I mean,
In a business venture.
yeah, I think I think you're making a very hasty decision here, Fungus Man. What's your name anyway? You got Fungus name?
I have no name.
All right.
I need none.
Your name's you're a fun guy, so we're gonna call you Pierre Fun Guy. Listen, Pierre. So we're an entrepreneurship venture here. We got this guy right here.
Your words anger me.
Motherfucker.
You are near. Ah, yes, near. Soon. It will be soon. As he says that, the tendrils wrapped around your hand then become
Hey, Chef,
tight.
should I burn
and
this fucker
pull
now?
your arm down and start to wrap around your body.
I'll light this bitch up.
All right, well, we tried.
Barry, the that movement you saw, you kind of looking back over there as you hear more movement coming from that area and coming from all around you.
He's furiously pumping the Roundup. He's like, hey, fellas, we are not alone anymore.
Tony's priming the chainsaw, getting ready to pull the cord.
Trent
you hear
is trying to pull his arm out of the ground.
You hear one last, join me.
Hard pass.
And
I'm going to burn him off.
Barry, you see the gigantic shape of a wild boar rise up on the side of the tree, shakes its hind quarters and then looks down at where you are, looks into your eyes. These tubes of mycelium coming off of its back and into the ground, and it just stands there. And you see in front of it a pig get up, stumble, and then start shuffling forward. A man get on his legs, gets up, a knife in his hand, start shuffling forward. All 12 of the people
Oh boy.
getting up, the creatures themselves awakening, all these strands leading off of their bodies into the ground, and they start shuffling towards you.
The
you guys
container
do?
of Roundup falls to the ground. Barry swings that shotgun around from his back. And he says, he loads up.
Barry, what are you doing?
That wild boar. What's out in front?
The humans and pigs and stuff. It's a bit far away. It's
Okay.
beyond the range of the shotgun. You can probably hit it with the other rifle, but yeah, it's kind of obfuscated now by this line of bodies.
He sees the kid struggle. He's still struggling with that mycelium around his arm. Barry, he'll pull out the knife real quick and just sort of go and kneel by the kid and try and cut the mycelium.
Okay. Why don't you get an act under pressure?
Plus cool.
Yup.
7 + 1 is 8 to act under pressure.
Okay. You are furiously cutting at this mycelium, and you didn't even see this other body.
Oh,
It was around a tree or something, but you feel this hand grab around. You guys see this thing come out of the leaves and grab onto the back of Barry. You can either continue cutting and cut him loose, but then you will be pulled down to the ground by this spawn, or you can nudge him off, but Trent will still be held fast.
Could I leave the knife if I pull away?
Yeah.
I'll do that. So I say, you're on your own, kid. Drops the knife,
Yep.
and then pulls away from this thing.
And it kind of falls to the ground, but then shambles forward. Ken, what are you doing?
I'm gonna torch the shrooms off of my man Trent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead and
need that arm.
yeah.
act under pressure.
Act under pressure. All right, so thanks to my new move, I've read about this sort of thing before. So it just acutely applied heat. I don't need to necessarily burn the mushrooms or yourself or you. If I get the heat close enough, I can shrivel the mushrooms without hurting my friend Trent here. So I'll roll that. I got
Ooh.
9 + 2, so 11.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you were able to burn the mycelium away at its core, at its root, and it kind of loosens up on your arm, and you feel that you're free of it. Trent, what do you
Okay. I take that knife, the Rambo knife,
It is an authentic prop.
Certified.
and I actually start digging in the dirt, looking for fresh mycelium that hasn't been burnt. And when I see it, I cut my hand, and my blood, which is black, like the ichor that I threw up earlier.
This kid is edgy.
I start just pouring it onto the mycelium. I'm using Jinx.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, I got an 11. So hold 2. Basically, I Jinx the creature. I can use these holds later on to do things. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, your black blood gets into the mycelium, and the mycelium itself, normally like a pale white, starts to turn black as it feeds back into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And I say, drink it up.
Tony.
Fuck, keep doing whatever you're doing. Tony's gonna rip the chainsaw cord, fire up the chainsaw, and move over to some of these beech trees. And he's just gonna start fucking cutting trees down.
Why don't you act under pressure?
Okay, so that was 2 6s for a 14.
Holy shit. They seem to not notice you as you head over, and you're able to cut a few of these smaller beech trees down. They look like they were providing some canopy cover, and some of the light starts to shine through. Not a ton, but you've started to progress.
Right.
Yeah, it's working.
As he's doing it, as Tony's cutting him down, say, "Keep in the light as best you fucking can."
Yes, chef.
Barry.
This thing that's sort of stumbled off as he pushed it off, he's just gonna look down at it. Ooh. He's gonna pop it. As long as it is not Forest Labossiere.
No, it is not.
It's he's kicking some ass.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 5 plus 2 tough.
There you go.
Sip. So I inflict harm,
Yep.
and do I also get some harm done to me?
You do. How much harm do you inflict?
My shotgun is 3 harm, close, messy, and loud.
Hell yeah, it is. Okay. This thing's on the ground, and you just, in its head, it is just gone. However, it is able to somehow, with a final strength, grab your leg and yanks it, and you fall down. You take 1 harm, and you are on the ground.
He swears.
Ken?
Are there any trees that... No, I'm not really... I'm not going to climb a tree. That would...
These creatures are just shambling towards you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw a juju bag at something.
Okay.
I don't know who. Probably the wild boar, I guess.
It's a bit. What's the range on your juju bag?
It is. It is far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got far range on that.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to be thrown, but that's how I'm. That's how I'm
Sure.
playing it.
You got an arm on you.
Yeah.
You got old man strength.
Yeah. So
So what is it?
yeah, take this. It is 1 harm, far magic.
And just roll kick. Is it rolling a? Are you rolling a magic spell or are you?
It's under gear.
All right. Yeah, I think that's kick ass. Then.
Yeah.
That's fine.
10.
Okay. It's one.
Yes.
Oh, you choose 1 extra effect.
Just 1 extra effect. I'll just do extra damage, I guess. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is the?
So. Oh, sorry. All right. Yeah, you get it. You know, I'll take the. I'll take 1 forward and give a forward to. I'll give a forward to Barry to help him get up off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1 damage and. I'll take those.
And this is the
yeah,
juju bag.
The
that
juju bag.
is filled with.
It's got
Antifungal.
Antifungal in it.
It has
yeah.
the
cruise control. Yeah.
You toss this thing, and you're tossing a home plate over here, and it just hits the boar straight in its face and puffs out. It kind of rears back, and shakes its head, obviously affected somehow, yeah, it gives Barry a chance to get on his feet next round.
Trent grabs his guitar case and he runs over to where Anthony is,
Yeah.
and he kind of throws it on the ground and opens it up, and he takes out this guitar that looks like a weapon. It looks like it literally has like a blade on the back end of it, and he holds it by the neck.
Yeah.
And kind of stands in front of Anthony while he's cutting these trees down. I'm gonna protect someone.
Okay.
Oh, fuck it. That is actually an axe. Cool.
7. So I protect him okay, but I'll suffer some of the harm if he suffers harm.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of those holds to give Matt +1 forward on his next thing that he does.
Cool. Tony. Yeah, Trent runs up to you with his guitar in one hand, just standing in front of you as some of the spawn notice what you're doing. What do you do?
Tony's going to continue cutting down some of these fucking trees, trying to open up more light into this area.
Cool.
Act under pressure again?
Yeah, sorry.
Not as good. That's rolled a 9, so 11.
Still good. You are you're making good progress. The section that you are in now is well and truly in direct sunlight. Probably maybe a 20 or 30 foot diameter. And then beyond that, maybe a bit more dim light.
Did you add the +1 I gave you, Matt?
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. So that would have been
12.
a 12.
Wow. Well, doesn't matter. It's the same.
Yeah, unless you have critical.
Yeah.
Is that an advancement move? You take things that will let you do things on 12?
Yeah.
Every attribute can take like an advanced move where on a 12 you get like a critical success. Cool. Yeah.
Barry?
Barry is going to stand up while sort of stumbling back a couple of steps. And he has buckshot in his shotgun, and he just fires off a couple of warding rounds just at the front of this shambling mass. Barry's mad. He has this grimace on his face. My special ability, what does not kill me. If I have suffered harm in a fight, I gain +1 ongoing until the fight is over.
All right.
So I'm going to roll plus tough to kick some ass. I rolled a 5, +2 is 7, +1 is 8, plus my thing is 9.
Okay.
He just fired like quick succession, just a couple of rounds, just at like sort of the center mass of this shambling group, to just try and slow them down, and just chip away at their flesh, their meat.
You do that. A couple of them fall. However, you get tripped up by this shambling pig as it knocks you over, and you start to get swarmed by a few humanoid creatures. One with a knife.
Get the round up.
You take. You don't take any extra. That was the harm you took.
Am I back on the ground?
You are and covered with these creatures.
Get the round up.
Ken.
All right, it's how do you like your pork rinds? Because I'm gonna sear this motherfucker. And I'm gonna go up to the pig and I'm gonna light it up with the torch. So I'm gonna roll tough.
I'll give him the other +1 forward, since I assume the pig is like the main.
Well, the pig on him is
the regular pig, not the boar. Okay,
Yeah.
Probably. So technically, my jinx, I'm only supposed to use it if it is like affecting the main thing, not like minions.
it'll affect everything.
Okay,
because of the network.
That's kind of what I figured.
So, point of order. There's multiple things that are now holding him down.
Yep.
With his shotgun out. You can either roll act under pressure to try to get him up, or kick some ass to try to kill some of the things on him.
Ooh.
Get him into the fucking light, you goddamn morons.
All right, so I will try to get him up then, I guess.
Yep.
I'm better at that. Tough. 8. So 5 plus 2 plus 1 with the forward that I gave myself. So 8.
Can I have that move list? What's the next one?
Act under pressure.
Okay.
Worse, your keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Take away his suitcase, John.
You can use what's left of the antifungal juju bags to try to get these things off of him, to try to get them to recoil enough to pull him away.
That was a 6-month supply of cruise control, and I just dump on these as I pull Barry up.
You all kind of like shrivel and flail and pull away as Barry, you're able to wiggle your way out of it.
He does like reverse crab walk.
Yeah. Trent.
Much obliged.
All right, so you're free now. Free, but on the ground, right? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do like Chef said to do. I'm gonna try to get this thing to come towards me. I'm gonna go at the boar.
Okay.
I don't know if I have like a clear line to get to it.
Now that some of the swarm have been cleared out by the shotgun, there are a couple holes that you can get to it.
I guess I'm gonna try to get around it. Like I've never herded an animal.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of try to push it this way. So I want to make my way around the whole fight so I can get behind it.
Yeah.
So that it is between me and like where the light is now, where Matt has kind of made a clearing.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm using kick ass. I'm just attacking it, trying to push it back.
Okay.
Well, I guess I just say what I'm doing and you tell me what to roll. That's how this works, actually.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to herd it. And if I need to hit it with my axe to do that, I hit it.
Yeah, so you can do that. You'll just have to roll the 10 plus or do no damage and move it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you roll a 10 plus, you'll do damage and you can use the... You force them where you want them.
Okay.
If you roll a 7 plus, you can either do the damage or move them where you want.
So I do that. I kind of like run around the exterior of the clearing around to the back, and then, you know, the blood pouring out of the wound on my hand and down the axe, and I come around and I just swipe that at it.
Yeah.
And when I attack with my axe, I use big whammy. I use kick ass. I use weird instead of tough.
Big whammy.
The attack does 2 harm, close, obvious, ignore armor.
Ooh.
But on a miss, I get magical backlash.
Okay.
I rolled a 10, so that's a 12.
All right.
Nice.
You guys are rolling too good.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah, that's not good in this game. So the extra effect would be to push it towards
and how much damage? 2?
2 ignore armor.
Okay.
Obvious too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something fun about this game, that it's fun to have bad rolls.
yeah.
Like a lot of games just you're kind of sucks. It's not not a good time. Yeah.
You are able to like square off against this. It sees you coming over the clearing with your giant axe, and it kind of whirls around. It's still attached to these mycelium being pushed down, and you kind of line up where you want it to go. It does like charge at you. You dodge. You're like, huh? You kind of wheel back around. You take a swipe at it. It cuts through its hide armor, and you feel it really hit flesh, and pull away. And then it rears back and tries to charge you again, and you're able to duck away from it, and it moves towards the light a little bit.
Do I take harm?
No, because I don't think you do.
No, I think you still take harm.
You would have to choose not to.
Because I didn't take the suffer less harm thing.
Never mind. You don't dodge it. Sorry.
I don't dodge it.
So
it just kind of pushes me that
you.
direction.
You take 3 harm. Ignore that.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
As the tusk of this thing, one of them buries itself. Wait, no, it's Hunter. Never mind. You feel this just intense pain as you take -1 ongoing.
Okay.
Because you're kind of tied up with this thing as it gored you with a boar.
Boar.
Tony.
Can I look around at this sort of clearing and see if now that I have cut down a fair amount or not a fair amount, but some trees, I can figure out where the sun is. Are there any trees I can cut down that will get light onto where Trent is fighting this thing?
Now that he's moved it, there's one large oak tree that kind of is at the front of this glade. the sun is now more like noon, so it's like directly down. So if you cut that tree down, it will be direct sunlight on the boar.
Oh. Fucking shit. Grandma Scofier, Julia, forgive me. So start fucking cutting into that oak tree.
All right, go ahead and not kick fast. Act under pressure.
So I'll give him that last hold as he
+1.
finds he conveniently finds a weak spot in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled snake eyes.
Oh fuck!
So I'm gonna burn a luck.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
You're burning all your luck there, Tony. That's what a CDC does, though, right?
Yeah,
That's all
right.
you do is you burn luck all day.
We died up. There is something when
It's not auto 12, right?
Yeah, but when I roll, whenever
is.
you use a point of luck, the keeper will throw something from your fate at you.
What's your fate?
Being the best chef, I think, or something like that.
Isn't it despair or some shit?
No, it was. Yeah, it was to be. I think my fate is to be the best chef in the country. So to be the executive chef of Aurora Borealis.
Okay. Throw something of your fate.
Oh yeah, here you go. No, that's how I found out. Some weirdo told you. Heroic, you were the champion. Secret training, doom, damnation, no normal life.
That knife of yours is your signature weapon, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. As you are chopping this tree down, you are thinking of all of the things that have gone wrong today, and how this is going to look when you get back to Donna. How you are potentially destroying this ecosystem here. Your wonderful truffle supply is going to be no more. And you may not even make it out of here alive.
I mean, we tried to make a deal.
True. It wants the flesh.
Stupid fucking mushroom.
But with that 12, I'll say you're cut like halfway through. This is a giant oak tree, not like the beech trees that you were cutting down before. It starts to creak, and yeah, the mycelium that is around it is blackened, and it kind of has weakened some of the logs. I'll let that +1 ongoing continue for the next time you try. Barry?
Barry sees where he scuttled away from. He's still on his butt, and he raises the shotgun and he aims at that container of Roundup.
Yep.
And he sees is that swarm still in a sort of vicinity around it?
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking blast the container of
Okay.
Roundup. Would this be act under pressure or kick ass?
Act under pressure.
Okay.
Contents
plus
under
cool.
pressure. Do not puncture.
Well, that took a ride. 6.
Okay. What's the bad thing that happens to act under pressure?
Oh, I do have my what does not kill me. I says I gain +1 ongoing. Would that apply to a act under pressure?
I think so, yeah.
That is a 7.
All right.
Could I forego damage and force them into a position,
Yeah.
either to retreat or move forward into the sunlight?
Sure.
There's a cloud. There's a spray and a cloud of Roundup.
Yeah.
In the air.
Yeah, they recoil from it. And that's the kind of glitch you get because you rolled a 7. So doing damage, you kind of force them. Some of them back away, back into the glade. Some move into the sun.
Flush them out, brothers.
Again.
Flush him out, flush him in. Here we go. I'm gonna converge on my chef's position and help protect him as he continues to cut down the tree.
Okay.
So I'll roll plus tough for that. I got a 9.
Okay. So you partially do it, but you might take you'll take
Yes.
some of the
Yep.
harm. Cool.
I got my torch ready to go. I'm just waiting.
Trent, you are in the face of this boar. It has just charged you and gored you. You have -1 ongoing right now.
Yes. I am So it just gored me. It's like trying to bite me or biting me.
It's charging you with its tusks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I assume its tusk is in me.
Yeah. Right now, it was in and out.
Okay.
Just the tip, just for a second.
Tip.
I want it to continue to follow me.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna kind of keep backing up towards the light. Like I keep looking behind me to like make sure, try to get the light so it's right behind me.
Okay.
And I'm like goading it on, like
Okay.
towards me, like trying to get it to charge me, basically. Yeah, I don't know if there's a roll for that.
It charges you. Roll act under pressure.
Okay, so
You're
I'm
trying
gonna
to avoid it.
argue here
Sure.
that so I get +1 ongoing when acting on the answers from when I tuned in.
Sure.
One of them was how can I attract its attention?
Yeah.
So can I make that a flat roll?
Yeah.
then?
Flat roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Except actually -1 because my cool is -1.
Oh.
That's a fail. I got a 4, which is a 3.
Mark experience.
Yeah. Mark experience.
I just wanted to add more fails. We needed
understand.
more fails.
We just asked for them and
Yeah,
delivered.
There we go.
Thank you, Jake.
It charges you. You take another 3, and you fall down, pass out. This time, it knocks you into the sun, and you're just laying there. You bounce a couple times.
It knocks me all the way into the sun.
Yep. All the way.
I just fly away.
And you are passed out,
All right.
bleeding on the forest floor. But it emerges into the sun. No, actually, you failed, so no, it doesn't. it pushes you with its tusk, and blood goes splaying. And you fly into it, and it shakes its back as its tendrils continue to. They're still attached to the ground, and you see another person rise up. It used to move. Call the swarm.
God damn it. God damn.
It's what?
Yeah.
Tony. Yeah.
Chef.
Cut that tree down.
With a tear in his eye.
You see Trent go flying past you into the sun. All the way to the side.
Into the sun. Team Rocket blasts off again.
Yep.
That
He couldn't have asked for a worse fate.
That is that is a 5 unless I still have that one ongoing.
You do.
So 6.
Okay.
You see how pale he was? He's going to get a sunburn like 10 feet from here. It's only going to get worse.
Poor kid.
Finally, you guys are rolling bad. All right. 2 of the humanoid spawn grab you. You just protected him, right, Ken?
I did. I protected him.
One of them grabs Ken. You take 1 harm. The other one bashes at you, Tony, and you also take 1 harm as it kind of knocks you away from the chainsaw that's like stuck in the trunk of this tree. Barry?
Barry sees the cloud, sees the creature struggling.
Yeah, you see a couple of the zombies in the sunlight now. You saw Trent go flying. He's laying on the bleeding out on the forest floor in the sun. And 2 of the zombies just attacked Ken and Tony, trying to cut down that tree.
So his theory is that the ones that are in the sun might be a little bit slower. So he's going to move. Again, he has that moment where he just sees money leaving his bank account as some of his best clients are being gored by these awful creatures. So he's just going to stride up as he cocks the shotgun and starts trying to blow these things away.
Okay.
That is going to be kick some ass.
Yep.
With my
Against the spawn.
against the spawn
Okay.
that are menacing Ken and the chef.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's a 10
All right.
plus 2 tough plus 1 from my fervor for a 13.
I'll do it. So, what do you want to add? You want to not take harm? I will say if you want to shoot the ones that are attacking Ken and Tony, you will have to use one of those to not do some damage to them with your buckshot.
So here's what I want to do. I imagine Barry fires off like multiple rounds.
Yeah.
I'd like to force them where I want them, and that is back.
Okay. Cool.
Give my boys a chance. And is that's in addition to that's
it's
in addition to
so we'll say
causing the harm.
that's the compromise there. So you force those 2 back. You do 3.
Yep.
You'll take another 1.
Okay. That's 3 messy harm, John, by the way.
Yep. It is very messy. There's a lot of blood and weird fungal goo.
Fungal goo.
Some white
I
stringy
did that.
mycelium that is being
Yep.
flung to and fro.
And they are not necessarily forced back, but the ones in the sun shake their head off and head towards you and grab onto your arms and start to. That's the one damage you took.
Sure. Yeah, they see Barry as the biggest threat.
Big threat, and they're trying to pile onto you.
Okay.
So you're covered in these creatures now.
I'm tough as nails, brother.
Ken.
All right. I want to go whatever is closest to Tony.
Yep.
So probably one of the humanoids.
Yep.
At this point,
The one that got kind of that he helped push away from.
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna torch. I'm gonna try to torch that guy.
He's like in the sun.
I'm gonna try to kick some ass.
Yep.
And I got 7. So it does 3 close fire and heavy volatile damage.
Heavy volatile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Should I left that last part out?
Spicy damage.
You can basically wipe out what is here. There's not many of these creatures left after Barry was done with them. But you will burn Barry in the process of doing this. Or you can do less damage and be a bit more precise with it.
I don't want to burn Barry, so I'll hold back a little bit.
All right. So you'll do 2 damage to him.
Just singe them.
Yeah. Singe.
Yeah.
The 2 that were on you and Tony are burning in the sun.
Yeah. I treat them like a creme brulee. Just don't. Yeah. Nice. I want to make them nice and crispy.
But Barry is still tied up.
Yeah.
Trent, you are passed out. Why don't you roll a plus stuff for me? Just a straight plus stuff.
Fail.
Okay. You are still
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Do I have the -1?
What was the -1? Oh, no.
Then a 7.
Okay. You come to. You are still on the ground. You are unstable and bleeding out. And you're not feeling too good.
Okay.
And that's your turn. Tony.
Tony is going back for that chainsaw to fire it back up and finish his tree off.
All right.
That is a 10.
Nice, Tony.
The creatures are pushed away from you, and you get back to the task. You drill into this tree as fast as you can as the boar turns its eyes towards you, and the tree falls, exposing this thing into the sun. It kind of recoils down as if to try to bury itself in the ground, and it looks visibly shaken. Great job.
Yeah.
Barry, you're in a mess right now. You're in a whole thing of zombies.
So he's getting grabbed.
Yep.
He's grabbing back.
Or this grabbing happening.
Here's what he does. He's like looking over his shoulder, just sort of trying to hand fight these things off. He's going to sort of stumble back into the sunlight and try and go to the ground with these things.
Yep.
And as he does so, he is grabbing handfuls of these tendrils and trying to just rip them
away.
out of the animals.
Okay.
I think this is still kick some ass.
Yeah, we'll call
but
it that. Yeah.
just without a weapon.
Yeah.
Says, Wiley, get me my knife. That is a 6 plus 2 plus fervor, 9 total.
Okay. The remaining 2 that have kind of pulled you down to the ground.
No. Barry pulled them down to the ground.
Sorry. That Barry pulled down to the ground.
Get this one thing straight, brother.
You pull these tendrils off. You didn't realize that one of them had a knife, and it digs into your back and opens up a wound. You take 1 harm, but something.
I have armor. What does that do?
it would negate that.
Yeah, it reduces
By however
harm.
much, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the attack.
As Barry tumbles, you see he has this denim jacket.
Yeah.
And
Denim. There you go. Armor.
inside, lining it, is links of chainmail that he has lining his jacket. It's been repaired multiple times. There's patches on it where it looks like claw marks and things like that. And he is,
You hear the scrape of metal on metal as this knife tries to bury itself in your back.
that's what I call metal, kid.
And the thing just flops to the side and you're freed of it.
Sick.
Kent?
I mean, when a man with that kind of voice asks you to get his knife, you listen. So I'm gonna try to retrieve the Rambo knife for Barry.
Okay.
I'm gonna check on. Is it over near Trent?
Where'd you lose your knife?
Yeah, he dropped it as he was trying to cut
yeah.
Trent, and then Trent used
Yeah.
it to cut himself or like
Magic.
cut his hand.
So it's around where Trent is.
Hey, hang in there, kid. You're gonna write a great song about this one day.
All right, you toss the knife to Barry.
Yep.
And is there a
Help? Yeah.
what's the
Help out. Plus
Yeah.
cool.
what is help? That's just for giving pluses, right?
Act under pressure,
Yeah. Once you act under pressure,
Right.
there's a boar staring you down. So
or 8.
okay. You can get the knife, but not get it to Barry, or you can help Trent up. One or the other.
I'm gonna get the knife.
Okay. So you're like warily trying to get over there, one eye on the boar and one eye on the knife, and you're just barely able to get to it. Trent, you're on the ground.
Trent is going to. I'm in the sunlight now, but I'm going to start crawling out of the sunlight,
Okay.
and I'm going to bleed. I'm going to bleed on the ground.
Okay.
So I kind of reach my like bloody arm into like the darker soil, and I'm going to try to jinx it again.
Okay.
A 10.
All right.
Nice.
Your hold 2, right?
Mhm.
Cool. Tony.
Tony's gonna look around and see. Wow. Does this boar look like it's going to charge Trent again, or is it?
No,
still
it's looking at you. It was looking at Ken moving, but it didn't charge, but it's looking at you now.
Does it look like this thing is hurt? Did that sunlight like?
It
seem to
looks
weaken it?
weakened, but it doesn't look like it's like hurting it.
Okay. Tony is going to pull out his signature knife and he's going to start running at this boar, and he's going to flip it around so that the blade's in his hand as he gets close, and he's going to gun it at this thing's fucking face.
Cool. Kick some ass.
Kick some ass, brother.
Double sixes, so
Oh, damn.
13.
Okay.
Pick an additional
Pick
effect.
an additional effect. You don't have do you have the sheet in front of you?
No, but I do have the book on the screen. I just gotta find what page it's on.
You can get +1 forward, or give someone +1 forward, inflict +1 damage, suffer 1 less harm, or force them where you want them.
I'll give 1 forward to Trent.
Okay.
As I'm running up to get this thing's attention on me from it. But throwing that knife, that does 3 harm.
Is the armor piercing or anything? It would say it right in the.
Yeah, no, it's devastating.
Devastating.
Devastating knife.
Okay. You wing the knife at this thing, and it buries in its shoulder, and it howls at you, and then charges you. You'll take 2 harm. The charge isn't apparently as forceful as it was while it was in the darkness.
Nice.
It is armor piercing 1 if you have any armor though.
I do not.
And you'll take a -1 ongoing as you're kind of stunned as this thing charges you in the sun. Barry?
Is there still one that is on me?
No, there's this. All the spawn are apparently dead. From what you
Okay.
can see.
He's going to run and grab his bag. If there's no other...
Nope.
He's
No,
gonna-
just the boar.
Just the boar?
Yep.
He's going to take care of that boar. So very calmly, Barry just drops the shotgun as it hangs on the sling, pulls out the rifle. He swings the lever action, checks there's a bullet in it, nods, closes it, raises it up, takes a shot.
I'm going to use that jinx to say there's just as he is shooting it, there's a slight breeze that moves some tree branches, and you just see the rays of light hit like right on its head.
Yep. Nice.
Just gives you +1 forward.
I'll take it. It's shine. He sees the glint of this creature's dead eye as it's being controlled by this thing. It's a 7 +2. Tough is 9 +1 fervor. It's 10 +1 from the jinx. It's 11.
All right.
Boom.
And I want to inflict terrible harm.
How much harm is that total?
With my hunting rifle, that is 2 harm, far loud. +1 would be 3 harm.
Okay. No armor piercing on that?
A negative. Why'd you ask that?
No particular reason.
Okay.
You line this shot up. The sun falling straight on the center of this creature's head.
It's a good old boar hunt at Forrest's place.
Yeah. And your shot rings true. A shot through its head and neck, exits out the other side, and then it turns to you and charges and tramples you.
He doesn't even see. He just like shoots, and then he looks at the gun and like goes and like clears it, and then he looks back up, and he's just like, "The fuck."
You'll take 2, 1 armor piercing. So it'll ignore 1 armor.
Okay, so I would only take 1 harm.
Yep.
Okay.
You have 2 armor.
No. Oh, sorry. I have 1 armor.
Yeah, so it's ignoring that 1 armor.
Oh.
So you take 2
okay.
damage.
Take 2.
Because it's a sharp tusk.
I've crossed the
The unstable?
the Rubicon. Yeah. So I have these 3, and then a little dash, little indicated mark.
It
and
knocks you down. And
I think that's when you're supposed to give effects.
it said anytime you take damage
Yeah.
and then what damage levels you take it at.
Oh, shit.
You get knocked down and the rifle mid-cock goes flying out of your hands.
God dang.
Fucking went
Ken?
off all half cocked.
Got that good old Robert
All right.
Baratheon.
Ken's gonna take Julia out of his out of his knife roll. Just looks at the message on the blade. And just thinks about it and says, "Well, today's the day." And he's gonna charge the boar. I'm gonna try to slit the boar's throat. That's
Okay.
I'm going to give him that last forward.
Yep,
And
+1.
say there was a little bit of that anti-fungus cruise control was
On the
on
knife.
the blade.
Yeah, nice.
10
Okay.
+1.
You not only cut this thing's throat, you're able to grab onto the mycelium. You're trying to use it to climb on its back. You climb on its back, cut away these tendrils, climb up to its throat, and just jab a couple times up and in. And the thing teeters and falls down, dead.
Who's up for a boar roast, fellas?
Cut to the Ouroboros, a roast boar on a spit as a tableside service for your guest is rotating as Trent is doing tableside for the customer.
Carving.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You get a
And
promotion, dude?
That's got to be a role act under pressure.
And you carve him a lovely, juicy piece of meat, complete with truffle. And that's where we're in. Thanks for listening to the Monster of the Week on the Nastagram RPG podcast. Intro music is by Wilhelm Scream, scores by Adrian Von Ziegler and Antti Markkanen. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nastagram and in the Nastagram Lounge Facebook group, on Instagram and Twitter as Nastagram RPG, or on TikTok as Nastagram.rpg. We beseech you to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and to get the word out to people you know about our misadventure. As always, see you next Tuesday.
That's nasty.
So you'll get your experience. What's for your end of session? There we go. That's what I want.
Mushrooms are weird, bro.
Mushrooms. Did you watch that Netflix documentary?
No. I don't know why I thought
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
I thought truffles, and I'm like, truffles, and then
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Yeah.
I'm mad that you fucking called it from the beginning. Like, whatever. Well, you concluded the current mystery. I guess that's one. You save. Unfortunately, Forrest was amongst those zombies dead.
Fervor. It's
Another one lost.
Yep. Or what does not kill me.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, saving innocence is one, right? we
not.
didn't save anyone.
And you learned something new and important about the world. Yeah. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
We had
couple
that flashback.
Yeah. So I'll say you get 2 experience points.
Cool.
Boom, leveled up.
That was cool. What do you think of running combat in Monster Week?
I like it. So I'll kind of go over what I did because some of the stuff I didn't get to.
It's hard to do.
It's hard when. Well, it is hard. Yeah, I like it. So the creature generally you're not supposed to be able to kill the monster unless you have weakness.
The weakness.
The 2 weaknesses were
had to be in the sun.
The sun or cutting it from its network.
Yeah, I kind of thought of that later on. I was like, oh, fuck.
And if you cut it from its network, it can no longer raise more zombies, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which is one of its powers. It's called a swarm, which will heal 2. Because the swarm was 1 minion with 10 harm.
right. Okay.
And it would heal it by 2.
Mm-hmm.
It had a boar attack, which was 3 harm close, 1 armor piercing.
Did you make it up?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then if the truffle swarm was 10 harm, it had overpower as a move, which was to grab people and pull them down.
Cool.
It had prepare the incubator, which was to cut open a hole.
Oh God!
And then
Stop! I don't want to know.
Either the swarm or the boar could implant a spore within the victim.
Nice.
So if it was a comedy,
that's why you're like, I wish they had failed more.
I know.
Face sucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
that's
cool. I should have
so
only made it 2
dope.
steps, probably.
That is gross, John.
And I was gonna
Jonathan.
all the antifungal stuff would have been like after the game, like you're all like sucking down antifungals to get rid of this shit.
You use an antifungal powder like sulfa powder in a wound, that's gross. That's gross. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I like that was like